After an 18-21 start to the season, the Boston Celtics found themselves sitting in the 11th seed as the new year rolled around. Since then, they've gone 21-6, with the number 6 offense, number 1 defense, and number 1 net rating in the league by a clear margin. A huge factor in this recent success has been the offensive explosion of Jayson Tatum. For years now, he's been one of the better perimeter creators and outside shooters in all of basketball, but the leaps he's taken this year as a slasher, playmaker, and overall decision maker have taken him to another level. His recent performance against the Brooklyn Nets perfectly showcases each of these abilities, completely taking over the game and leading the Celtics to a huge win behind his 54 points. On the very first possession of the game, Jayson Tatum comes off a handoff and double screen action, keeping his dribble live as he patiently waits for the lob to Robert Williams to open up. Because the Celtics start two bigs, there's always someone for him to run these high pick and rolls with, this time stepping back off a Horford screen and getting fouled on the jumper. Here he's spotting up in the corner while Horford initiates from the post. Durant roams all the way to the weak side, which opens up a beautiful cross-court find for the corner triple. On this one, Tatum is the screener, quickly rolling to the lane and absorbing contact for some more free throws. The next time down was a fast break, where a missed layup and botched putback attempt end up in his hands for the and one. His playmaking continues here with a quick blow-by off the catch that forces help in the paint, leading to a wide open jumper that Brown just misses. On this play, Tatum comes off another dribble handoff, and because Kyrie goes under the screen, he's able to quickly redirect into a pull-up three. That pull-up jumper is a huge part of his offensive arsenal, this time bouncing right into one in the open floor. On this next one, he gets the ball in the mid-post for an isolation. Durant rotates over for the double team, and Tatum turns baseline on a drive looking for a foul that he doesn't get. The reason I'm highlighting this play in particular is because there was a much better option available. The weak side defender was late in rotating to take away Robert Williams in the dunker spot, and a lob over the top was there. Even after turning baseline, there was an available angle for a laydown, or a kick out all the way to the corner. While I do think Tatum has taken massive strides as both a playmaker and decision maker this season, I also believe that for him to take that next leap as an offensive engine, he'll have to recognize and capitalize on these opportunities a bit quicker. One area of his game that is already pretty much mastered though is his ability to attack off the catch. On this next play, coming off a flare screen, then using a jab step to create a wide open three-pointer. He can also slow it down for an isolation, and because his handle is so tight, he isn't really bothered by smaller defenders getting in his airspace as he breaks them down. On this one, he again goes to a quick jab and attacks off the catch, and instead of settling once his driving angle gets cut off, he absorbs the contact and goes right through it for the layup. He continues to showcase his playmaking ability here, coming off a high pick and roll and firing a fastball to the corner for an easy triple. He adds 3 more of his own on the very next possession with this shot off the catch, and not even a minute later, he fakes the sidestep jumper, relocates, and takes his time to knock down an easy one. In fear of him hitting yet another three-pointer, Seth Curry completely sells out to him on the perimeter, and a simple extra pass to Marcus Smart leaves him with a practice shot. Of course, he can also manufacture his own look whenever needed, this time sizing up Kyrie for another isolation and burying a jumper right in his grill. He again elects to isolate on this play and creates separation from Aldridge with a strong step back for 3 more points. Tatum's ability to create that space, along with his height and tough shot making, allow him to shoot over almost anyone. And to close out the third quarter, Claxton guards him just a bit too tight, sending him to the line for 3 foul shots. But what can you really do? Because this time Claxton doesn't step all the way up, and the result is another step back triple. This is a textbook example of what taking over a game offensively looks like, punishing the defense in a multitude of different ways as a scorer, then leveraging the threat of that scoring into opportunities for your team. Tatum's in a mode that Brooklyn has no answer for, here forcing the tight defensive coverage in isolation and taking advantage of it by using his tight handle to blow by for a layup. It feels like every time he touches the ball at this point, he's generating a shot. Again, it's a quick attack off the catch that forces the help, kicking it back out to the perimeter for an easy extra pass and jump shot. His growth as an offensive player is just so clear each time down the floor. Whereas Tatum of 2 years ago would likely come off the screen and look for an angle to avoid the big, now he instead drives all the way to the paint and initiates contact for a trip to the line. He's so effective when getting downhill like this, welcoming the extra defensive attention and sneaking in a bucket at the rim. This next play perfectly encompasses just how good his playmaking has gotten. He first looks to reject the screen and take his man off the dribble. Once that's cut off, he uses the screen to generate an advantage. He quickly recognizes that Durant is sliding over to tag the roller and counters with a no-look pass to the corner, but Horford misses. Pritchard secures the offensive rebound, kicks it back out to Tatum, who makes the right extra pass to Brown, who also misses the jumper. What's important here though isn't the end result of the possession, but the process that went into creating two very high percentage looks, and it all started with Jayson Tatum as the decision maker. It took me a few watches of this next one to actually process what exactly happened. Tatum catches the ball with two defenders already on him, he somehow splits between them and crosses back around in the opposite direction before just overpowering Claxton at the rim for the finish. I don't think I have to explain how ridiculous this combination of body control and ball handling is from a guy that's listed at 6'8". He starts this play as the screener. He gets the switch onto Seth Curry and posts up at the free throw line for an isolation. After getting the pass, he wastes no time going to an effortless 2-dribble pull-up. With that basket, Tatum ties Larry Bird for the most 50-point games in Boston Celtics history at 4. Keep in mind he's just 24 years old. He's also not quite done making plays just yet. He again isolates against Seth Curry with just 45 seconds left in the game. Kyrie comes to double, and he quickly gets it to Smart for the extra pass and the dagger from Jaylen Brown. 3 more late game free throws get Tatum to 54 points, and successfully close out the Celtics' 8th win in their last 10 games. Boston has been the hottest team in the league over the past few months, and a huge reason for that has been Tatum's ridiculous growth as an offensive creator and playmaker for his team. This game put these abilities on full display, doing everything from 3-level scoring both on and off the ball to making extremely high quality reads after drawing extra defensive attention. Whether the Celtics are one of the best teams in the NBA and very serious contenders to win this year's title, that's up for you to debate. But the strides Tatum has taken these past few seasons have been ridiculous to watch, and make him one of the very best basketball players on the planet. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn my post notifications on to be first on more content. If you're interested in my more in-depth research, make sure to check out my website, podcast, and social media profiles. You can find those links in the description. Feel free to let me know down in the comments what you thought of this performance from Jayson Tatum and what the Celtics' ceiling as a team is. As always, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.